We need to talk about advocacy. Yes, we need to talk about how the American administration has to start with to listen to us, as we are a power here in the United States. That's one. Second, people talking about the IT. The IT is one of our major system, in Palestine, and they do a lot and they deal with a lot, but that's on individual companies. Now we are creating one unit, how we can deal with it and connect them with the American ITs and the diaspora IT in the United States.
Bringing the Palestinian youth of the diaspora to the homeland of their ancestors, Palestine, to know of their people, culture, way of life, and history. Know Thy Heritage is the organization that organizes such journeys on a yearly basis. To highlight that, I'm pleased to be joined by the founder president of KTH, Know Thy Heritage, Sir Ratib Rabia. You are welcome to the program, Mr. Ratib.
Thank you for having me on this, Osama. Thank you.
First, in order to introduce KTH to our audience, if you tell us a little bit about it and the activities it organizes vis-a-vis Palestine.
Yeah, Know the Heritage, it is an organization created in 2011 in order to rally the Palestinian diaspora, in the West, especially in the United States. But the idea of it is how we can wake up that giant, the diaspora. Diaspora is not only the Palestinian who are forced out of Palestine and they are refugees and that's all. They have the power. And that power should be cultivated in order to serve Palestine. And the idea is how we can go to the young generation, take them to Palestine, because the program, it's 3 stages. One, recruit them. Second, take them to Palestine as a training session for them to know Palestine firsthand. And they meet everybody, from the business, the politicians, the country, the culture, everything. When we say know the heritage, it's not just a culture about the dresses and the food. No, it goes into every sector, in every part of the life of Palestinians in Palestine. And they go there for two to 3 weeks, and they learn everything about Palestine, and they go back to their respective countries in order to serve. And this is what it is all about, know the heritage. It is, the name of it sometimes is deceiving, but we cover everything. And through that, because we take them from the age of 18 to 35. And we've been 12 years now, they are in their 40s. And we became then with that reference to all diaspora, all ages. Because we are gonna start, hopefully by the end of this year, bringing Palestinian in diaspora at all ages. Is not only thing just to know what is Palestine. A lot of them, they want to come, but some families and some people are uprooted, but they don't have anybody in Palestine. But we are all, we say, brothers and sisters. That means let's get you there and see your ancestors, see the people who are your brothers and sisters, regardless by blood or by relation as countrymen, and this is what we are doing at KTH.
Now, Mr. Ratib, KTH has been organizing such activities for years. So how do you evaluate the outcomes of such a program?
The outcome is unbelievable. A lot of these young people are now involving in several Palestinian organizations, because we have about 450 of them in 25 countries. And that's what makes them active all over the world, not only the United States. And we have success stories where you have some people are created in new organizations in different ways, either advocacy or in culture, or even, working for the governments of their respective countries. It's just last month, we have one of the young ladies who came with us and spent with us 3 months in Palestine. Now she's the ambassador of Colombia to Qatar. And she's doing an excellent job there. And we have a lot of young people involved in the local politics, the local Congress, the local activities and councils, and this is how the Americans and the rest of the world hear about Palestine, because we are active members of these societies. And if we just sit and just say, help us, no, we are helping you to help us, because we are the Palestinian. You have to be, we've done a lot for the West more than anybody else. And I want to bring one more thing, because this is, what we preach for. The Palestinians should be thankful by the Christians in the West, because Palestinians saved Christianity for over 2,000 years. I'm talking about not the Palestinian Christian, everyone, because Islam came in the 7th century. That means we've been serving their religion. Without us, we didn't have Christianity in the Holy Land. And that's they owe us, we don't owe them. And with that, we are working on all fronts in order to show what Palestinians contributed to the West, in everything. We have the businessmen, we have the scientists. If you go to South America, because we have a good presence there, especially in Chile, we have 500,000. In Honduras, we have 200,000 Palestinians. In El Salvador, 100,000. And all they are in the governments and in the business sectors. They are building these countries. They did a lot, because we struggled, we forced out of our country, but we are doing something for them, and we need them to pay back for us and to work with us to get our sovereign state.
Yes, and Mr. Ratib, you are broadening the scope of your program and your activities, as you're planning to have a conference in Washington, and that the outcome of that conference is going to be for the benefit of the Palestinian cause and the Palestinian people. So you are investing in the Palestinian youths of the diaspora, not only by bringing them here to the homeland of their ancestors, but also abroad. So if you shed light on the conference, its objectives and the expected outcomes of it.
Yes, this is the 11th International Diaspora Conference.
Yeah.
The first 10 of them, we did them in Palestine. We brought these Palestinians there, and with the Palestinian and Palestine, we did 10 conferences to discuss how we can connect and how we can work together and how we can be part of the Palestinian community. And that was successful part of what we do. Now this year, after we have seen that we are Palestinians are divided, not against each other. It's just we don't have a leadership where really we can all be united to work as one unit. And with this, we decided to have this conference to be a platform for all Palestinians to come together and discuss the issues where needs to be done. We need to talk about advocacy. Yes, we need to talk about how the American administration has to start with to listen to us, as we are a power here in the United States. That's one. Second, people talking about the IT. The IT is one of our major system, in Palestine, and they do a lot and they deal with a lot, but that's on individual companies. Now we are creating one unit, how we can deal with it and connect them with the American ITs and the diaspora IT in the United States. At the same time, we have on the table, hopefully that will be the outcome of the conference, to have an office for the IT in the United States. With that, if we have this, then American, they don't have to deal with Palestine directly. We'll have here because we don't have the embassy, will be the commercial attaché office, for Palestine, where then to start with the IT, then maybe we'll expand for tourism, expand for the food items, other services, investments, and we've done that before, and we had the success stories, and we have track records on that through KTH. But now we need to work on it as one unit and to give a chance to Palestinians to come together. It is not KTH conference; it is everyone every Palestinian conference, and we need to bring the Americans to see that we are organizing ourselves. We are putting ourselves together in order to deliver something that never happened before, or happened, it didn't work. But now, hopefully, with the good people I'm working with, because not only KTH, other organizations, other individuals who are concerned about Palestine and want to do something, we cannot be a spectator and look what's happening in Palestine and without doing anything. This is part of our mission here in order to bring Palestinians together.
Yeah, Mr. Ratib, you mentioned that one of the aims is to make the American administration listen to the Palestinian voice. And I don't want to talk with you about politics, but this point brought to me this question. Now, the American president is in the Arab world. He was in Saudi Arabia yesterday and today morning. Now he is in Qatar. He is going to the United Arab Emirates. What do you expect from Trump's visit to the region when it comes to the Israeli war on the Palestinian people, mainly in Gaza?
Okay, let me bring this, the story of Trump, where maybe he has something he could offer because for his own good. You know, what you call the MAGA, make America good again. Now that he finds out that, he has to be a friend with the Arabs, because the Arabs can give him what he wants. He has a business mentality. Then here is the business. We have investors, the Arab world. In return, we want peace in our area, and this is our expectation. And he noticed that. I want to bring this. It is politics or not, but when he is a friend with Israel, he give them the money and put America in deficit. But now he wants to make it right, and the deficit will be over by working with the Arabs, because it is win-win situation. For him, then give us a peace, work with us, and you get what you want, and that's for the benefit of the Americans, who we are Americans, now, because we would like to see Americans strong, but we need to be fair, that's what we need to do. That's where I am looking at that. His visit it makes a difference. Now he's seen that he get benefit out of it. He shouldn't, and I'm sure he will look at it. He doesn't want to lose these opportunities,
yes,
to get investments in the United States.
Yes, and back to the activities of the Know Thy Heritage. We know that the situation in Palestine is very difficult these days, as Israel is committing genocidal crimes every minute against our people in Gaza, and in the West Bank the situation is not much better, as Israeli settlers are unleashed. They attack Palestinian farmers and Palestinian citizens every time. They are installing electronic and iron gates at the entry of every Palestinian village and city. But despite this, you're determined to implement your program and come with your delegates to Palestine. What is the message behind that?
The message is that we are not afraid, and we cannot be silent. We need to come and show our solidarity. We are one people, we are one body. And if my heart hurts, their hearts hurts. Their hearts hurts, our hearts hurts. This is what's happening now with the people, with the young people. The first things, because we have a process accepting these young people. My question is, why want to go? It is dangerous. He said yes, but not as dangerous as our people in Gaza and in the West Bank. But we want to come, and we are, of course, concerned, and we are monitoring the situation on the ground, asking our friends in Palestine to see, can we come? How is the situation? Some areas we can visit, some areas we cannot visit, but we'll have first-hand information. And this is encouraging when you see young people wants to come and to show that we shouldn't stop. And this is, if it works all well, then we can have more than one trip in per year. It is just because the thing here is always we subsidize, the trip. We charge them a little bit of money to make it affordable to all these young people to come. And then if that's the case, then it is working. We need to bring every Palestinian, because the way how we can build our sovereign country is to know what is Palestine. If you want to liberate Palestine, you should know what is Palestine. You don't wait till, we have our freedom, then you come. No, we need you now to come and see, and let's work together. Let's put our hands together in order to make the difference and make ourselves free people.
Yeah, Mr. Ratib, it has been always great having you on our program. Really, thank you much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. And from you, Sama Nazal, have a nice time.